Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 12th and 13th of September 2021. Starting with very first question, in which city Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav has launched the first functional Smog Tower of India? So Mr. Bhupender Yadav, who is the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, has virtually inaugurated the first functional Smog Tower of India at Anand Vihar, Delhi. So actually this tower is a kind of a structure that has been designed as large or medium scale air purifiers. Why? To reduce the air pollution, usually by forcing the air through filters. Fine. And the tower has been built by Tata Projects Limited along with MPPSC India Limited as the project management consultant. Apart from it, also remember that Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Manish Sisodia, has recently launched the Business Blasters program on 7th of September 2021. So this program basically aims at developing young entrepreneurs at the school level by providing students seed money to start a business. Okay. And the program will be implemented in all Delhi government schools under EMC, that is the Entrepreneurship Mindset Curriculum. And under this program, class 11 and 12 students will be provided the seed money of 2000 rupees to start their business. Fine. Now apart from all these things, few days back, Ministry of Textile has inaugurated an international exhibition on folk and ट्राइबल आर्ट पेंटिंग्स नेम्ड एज रीतियों से कलाकृतियों का सफर, वेयर एट न्यू दिल्ली. ऑल्सो एन एग्जीबिशन कम सेलिंग प्लेटफॉर्म नेम्ड एज NCUI Heart was inaugurated at the premises of NCUI in New Delhi. And what does this stands for? It is National Cooperative Union of India. Okay, and it was organized for the products made by non-famous corporations and self-help groups. Okay, and few days back, Narendra Singh Tomar has inaugurated the world's second largest refurbished state-of-the-art National Gene Bank there. And already we have seen that Union Minister Sarbanand Sonowal has recently announced world's first biobank in Ayurveda is going to be set up in All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. Apart from it, AIIMS Delhi has become the first hospital in the country to house a fire station in its campus. And for this purpose, AIIMS has collaborated with DFS, that is Delhi Fire Services, to open a fire station inside the hospital to meet any sort of emergency. And already we have seen that Delhi has launched faceless transport services by locking down 4 of its RTOs, that is Regional Transport Offices. Okay. And the Disaster Management Authority of Delhi has implemented GRAP, that is Graded Response Action Plan, to manage the COVID-19 pandemic effectively. And under this, it has actually 4 levels of color-coded alerts, and which are these colors: yellow, amber, orange and red. Okay. So these are some of the important news regarding Delhi from past 1 or 2 months. Question number 2, which ministry has launched the PRANA portal? So again, this portal has been launched by our Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav, and hence this ministry is related to environment, forest and climate change. So basically this portal will be used to track the progress of NCAP, that is National Clean Air Program, in order to comply with India's commitment to ensure clean air and blue sky to everybody. And this portal was launched on the occasion of International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies in non-attainment cities. Fine. And what does this non-attainment cities mean? Actually, these are those sort of cities that fail to meet the national air quality standards in 5-year period. Fine. Now apart from it, recently Union Minister of Culture, that is Kishan Reddy Gangapuram, has launched a program named as बुजुर्गों की बात देश के साथ at New Delhi. So this program basically aims at enhancing the interaction between the youth and the elder persons who are 95 years or above and thus have spent around 18 years in India before independence. Fine. Apart from it, the Union Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has launched the National Food and Nutrition Campaign for the farmers, and the campaign has been organized by Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Do remember that 2023 will be celebrated as the International Year of Millets under the leadership of India. And already we have seen that Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched a brand recently named as Son Chiraiya, and the aim was to market the self-help group products. And yes, now you have to tell me what does PRAN stands for. Please write in the comment section. Also, few days back, Ministry of Health and Farmer Welfare has launched Arogya Dhara 2.0 scheme to increase the reach of Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana and create more awareness about this scheme. Fine. Question number 3. Which state has appointed former SBI chairperson Mr. Rajneesh Kumar as its economic advisor? So the Andhra Pradesh government has decided to appoint Rajneesh Kumar as its economic advisor, and obviously who is a former SBI chairman and whose tenure in the cabinet rank position is for 2 years. Now one more important thing, recently the government has appointed Harsh Bhupender Bangari as the MD of Exim Bank, and currently he is the Deputy Managing Director of Exim Bank, and he would be the MD for a period of 3 years or until further orders of the government. Now apart from it, our new Director General of BSF is Pankaj Kumar Singh. And yes, I forgot to tell you one more thing. Mr. Rajneesh Kumar has also been recently appointed as Independent Director of HSBC Asia. Then who has been reappointed as MD and CEO of ICICI Bank? It is Sandeep Bakshi. Also, Government of India has recently approved an extension in the tenure of Rekha Sharma as chairperson of NCW. And Adidas has recently appointed Mirabai Chanu for its Stay in Play campaign. And already we have seen that new Secretary General of Rajya Sabha is Dr. Ramacharyulu, and Mr. J.B. Mohapatra has been appointed as Chairman of CBDT, that is Central Board of Direct Taxes. Now you have to tell me, recently CVC, that is Chief Vigilance Commission, has reappointed which of the personality as Chairman of Advisory Board? Please write in the comments. Question number 4. With which bank National Small Industries Corporation, that is NSIC, has partnered to offer and strengthen credit support to MSMEs across India? So recently HDFC Bank has signed a memorandum of understanding with NSIC to offer and strengthen credit support to the MSMEs across India. So now this partnership will help in boosting the MSME sector growth, which is a kind of backbone to India in terms of economic development as well as in job creation. So under this agreement, HDFC Bank will provide MSMEs a set of specially tailored schemes in order to enhance their competitiveness, and also HDFC Bank branches will extend support to the MSME projects in the areas where they are located, and also would provide help to the other important industrial sectors in India. Recently, SBM, that is State Bank of Mauritius, has partnered with fintech player OneCard to launch a mobile-based credit card named as Mobile First. So OneCard will leverage Visa's technology and global acceptance in this co-branded credit card offering through an application. Also do remember that State Bank of Mauritius was the first foreign bank to receive a banking license from the RBI. Okay. Apart from it, UCO Bank has partnered with FinWizard Technology, which runs Fisdom. Why? to offer wealth management products and services via its M-Banking Plus application. So now under this collaboration, customers of UCO Bank can make seamless investment in mutual funds via its application, and this Kolkata-based UCO Bank is one of the leading public sector banks in India with over 3 crore customers right now. Also recently, Bank of Baroda has topped the digital payment scorecard for 2020 to 2021 with a total of 86% marks on the scorecard. So this scorecard basically ranks 44 banks which are either public sector or private or foreign banks, payment banks, small finance banks. It can be any sort of bank. So this scorecard rates them on various parameters on the digital business. Okay. So this year BOB has topped this list. Also do remember that El Salvador has become the first country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. Question number 5. Which date in September is celebrated as International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies? Already we have covered it. So this day is celebrated on 7th of September every year, and this year the theme was Healthy Air, Healthy Planet, which emphasizes the health aspect of air pollution, especially considering the COVID-19 pandemic. So this day serves as a call to action to align our efforts and claim our right to clean air, okay? And this day is facilitated by United Nations Environment Program. Now apart from it, Tamil Nadu government has decided to celebrate every year the birth anniversary of reformist leader E.V. Ramasamy Periyar on 17th of September as Social Justice Day. And talking about Tamil Nadu, recently it has announced to set up India's first dugong conservation reserve to preserve this endangered marine mammal as it is facing extinction severely because of habitat loss and sea pollution, etc. Also, Tamil Nadu government has announced to provide 5,000 rupees each as a financial assistance to the artisans who are making Vinayak statues every year. And the reason being that this year there is a ban on this public celebration, and that's why artisans have been severely affected there. Also do remember that 10th of September is observed as World Suicide Prevention Day, and 8th of September is observed as International Literacy Day. And this year theme is Literacy for a Human-Centered Recovery, Narrowing the Digital Divide. Okay. Question number 6. What is the name of the portal that has been launched to enable the volunteers to contribute by connecting with the government and government-aided schools? So Prime Minister has recently launched Vidyanjali portal to enable community or the volunteers to contribute by connecting with the government and government-aided schools of their choice directly. So basically he initiated various portals and campaigns in the education sector recently, and it was one of them. So he also addressed the inaugural conclave of Shikshak Parv through video conferencing, and this we have already covered in the previous lecture. Also he launched the Indian Sign Language Dictionary and talking books, means audiobooks for the visually impaired. Also the School Quality Assurance and Assessment Framework of Central Board of Secondary Education were also launched. And not only this, Prime Minister also launched Nishtha, which is a teachers training program for Nipun Bharat. Also recently, Prime Minister has inaugurated the state-of-art Sardar Dham Bhavan at Ahmedabad through video conferencing. And according to US-based Global Leader Approval Tracker, that is Morning Consult, approval rating of Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the highest among the 13 world leaders who were surveyed, and Narendra Modi obtained the approval rating of 70%. Question number 7. Which country has become the first country in the world to vaccinate children from the age of 2 against COVID-19? So Cuba has become the first country in the world to vaccinate children from the age of 2 against COVID-19. So this communist island of 11.2 million people completed clinical trials on minors with its Abdala and Soberana vaccines. And also to remember that Cuba is the first country to develop this Soberana 2 vaccine conjugate of COVID-19. Now, who is the first city in India to complete the first dose of 100% vaccination? It is Bhubaneswar, and in terms of union territory, it is Ladakh. Now you have to tell me which state is the first to achieve 100% coverage of first dose COVID-19 vaccination. Question number 8. Which Indian airport has won the prestigious awards of CII, National Energy Leader and Excellent Energy Efficient Unit? So Delhi International Airport Limited has won this prestigious award at the 22nd National Award Ceremony for Excellence in Energy Management, which was organized by Confederation of Indian Industry, Green Business Center during the 22nd edition of Energy Efficiency Summit. Now apart from it, according to Skytrack's World Airport Awareness Ranking, Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi has emerged among top 50 best airports in the world for the third consecutive year. Also, Hyderabad, Mumbai and Bangalore airports managed to make a rank among world's best 100 airports. Also, few days back, the Cochin International Airport has won the Airport Council International's honor for airport service quality, and we celebrate International Civil Aviation Day on 7th of December. Also, we have seen that Aurangabad Airport has recently been renamed as Sambhaji Maharaj Airport. Question number 9. With which organization Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited has signed a Memorandum of Understanding for Renewable Energy Development Project? So the IREDA, that is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Tamil Nadu Generation and Distribution Corporation Limited, and under this agreement, IREDA will extend technical expertise and support to Tamil Nadu for renewable energy project development, to bid process management and provide implementation support. So actually Tamil Nadu is planning to undertake 20,000 megawatt of solar power project with adequate battery storage and 3,000 megawatt of pumped storage hydroelectric project and 2,000 megawatt of gas based power plant for efficient renewable integration. Okay, so that's why this organization will help it. Apart from it, recently BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited, has signed a pact for providing reliable and sustainable power supply to security forces which are operating in remote, Naxal affected and high altitude areas. So this will ensure cooperation in addressing the emerging requirement of sustainable energy to the security forces through supply of hydrogen and fuel cells. Coming to last question, which state government has partnered with Amazon India to help drive e-commerce exports in the state? So recently Amazon India has signed a memorandum of understanding with Industries and Mines Department of Government of Gujarat to help drive e-commerce exports in the state. And as part of this MOU, Amazon will train and onboard MSMEs from the state on Amazon, which will enable them to sell their unique made in India products to millions of Amazon customers across more than 200 countries and territories. Talking about Amazon, recently it has announced to launch Kisan Store platform, which will enable the farmers across India to get access to more than 8,000 agricultural inputs like seeds, farm tools, accessories, etc. And these products will be available at Amazon at competitive prices on Amazon India, and also there would be convenience of delivery at the doorstep to the farmers. So this store was launched by Narendra Singh Tomar, who is our Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Also recently, Gujarat government has launched Vatan Prem Yojana to modify the rural areas there with the help of NRI funds. Also recently, Niti Aayog and Gujarat University have signed a statement of intent to promote cooperation in agriculture. So this SOI focuses on technical collaboration between the two institutions with the aim to strengthen knowledge sharing and policy development in India. Fine. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Zatsana signing off.